my beautiful people. It is so lovely to be here. Just want to make sure everything's aligning. Yes, I believe we got everything running. Hi, guys. It's so lovely to be here with you. Welcome once again into my little sanctuary. This is your host, Star Lotus, Reiki Master. I play the Crystal Alchemy sound bowls. I'm an energy codes coach and facilitator. I also am a makeup artist, a singer-songwriter. I make jewelry and a bunch of other artistic endeavors. It's so beautiful to have you guys with me here today. So the set that I'm going to be using today is very grounding and expanding. And I like to show up really authentically with you guys. So I wanted to show up and let you know that today I was having a day. Yesterday I had a lot of dental work done. I was at the dentist for like 4 hours. And it was really draining. We were drilling out a fake tooth and it was a lot. And then right after I got my moon cycle. So this morning I spent the morning in bed nurturing myself with a heat pad, just like trying to feel better. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to show up with you guys tonight? Am I going to be able to show up for myself and show up for this? And I had a moment and I had what I was having, which is really important with the embodiment work that I've been working with you guys with in the past sound healings. And I expressed to a friend, I was like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show up today. And she was like, girl, like, show up because you made this commitment to yourself and you want to expand. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. I made this commitment to show up. And so I wanted to talk to you guys today about expanding and grounding because it's really important. So I kind of wanted to touch base on the thing with my tooth. So I was a little apprehensive when I was younger, about 20 years ago. I had my tooth knocked out and I had to get it replaced with a fake tooth. It was my front tooth right there. So obviously you have to get that replaced. And when I went in to get it replaced, I trusted the doctors. We didn't really ask a lot of questions though. Like we hadn't ever done this before. And when I went to get it replaced, the tooth actually didn't really match correctly and it was too thick. And you can hear right now a little bit, my S's are a little bit more today because the tooth that I had, it didn't really fit and the air was escaping out from the back of my other tooth. And so even when I was in speech in high school, I would have judges then comment on like, hey, like you need to watch your S's because you're making a lot of noises. And I was like, oh no, they notice it. And so what we talked about last time with the toric field and how the energy flows, when you're approaching something that maybe something didn't work out so well the last time and you're like, oh, a little apprehensive, you start feeling a little anxious, a little nervous about it, that's an area where that energy isn't flowing. When your energy comes down and it flows down and it comes back up in the toric field, it's going around that area and you start to feel a little wobbly. You start to feel that anxiety. You start to feel that tension a little bit. And so as I went in, I was, talking to the dentist about getting, my tooth replaced. And so they started matching me and everything. And I was like, okay, cool. And they're like, it's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks. And I was like, okay, awesome. And they're like, okay, so do you want to start today? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, so we have to take out that tooth right now. And I was like, oh, what? Wait a second. You mean you got to take out the tooth that I've had for 20 years? And then what am I going to be with? Because it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to get the new tooth made. And they're like, well, we make you a temporary tooth. And the last time that they made me a temporary tooth, like it kept coming out. So I was like, well, I was starting to get more and more nervous. But I remembered that not only is that nervousness and that anxiety, that feeling, the other side of the coin of that feeling is excitement. So I decided to, instead of tuning into the anxiety and the nervousness, I decided, you know what, I'm going to tune into the excitement of me having a tooth that actually fits correctly, a tooth that matches my other teeth. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to be excited about this. If you follow me on Instagram and you watch my stories, I also talk a lot about advocating for yourself, and especially within like medical things that you're doing, advocating for yourself is really, really important. And this set that I'm working with today, I'm going to come back to it in a second. You're going to see why the story really connects with everything. And so when you're advocating for yourself, for people to be able to understand and talk with you, you have to be able to communicate correctly. You have to be in your own power. and seated in that power. And you also have to be coming from a grounded place that you can explain yourself and you're not all over here. You know, when we talked about the torque field the last time and I showed you guys the diagram in the last video, like if your energy is missing, if you're not firing on all your circuits, which we say sometimes is a blocked chakra, but you know, we work with the embodiment. So we're just not firing on all the circuits. You're going to feel that energy and other people around you are going to feel that energy too. So I decided to kind of ground and I was like, okay, let me ask some questions. So I asked a lot of questions and they were very reassuring. They made me feel really safe about it. They let me know that, hey, even if this new tooth that you're getting doesn't match, we'll make sure to send it back. Like you're going to be happy with it. And I felt really at ease and at peace. So I was able to advocate and express myself. And because I was coming from a grounded place, they were able to really handle the situation well. And my intuition speaking to me was going, hey, you're in safe hands. You feel good. You've asked all the questions. You know what you're doing. And I was able to kind of take that breath of release. Remember when we get into fight or flight, we tend to breathe up here, you know, like we're running from something. But then when we go, okay, you know what? Everything's okay. We take a breath of relief. We can breathe back into the belly again. And so during my appointment, while they're drilling my front tooth out for about 3 hours, I was doing my breath work through my nose and breathing into the belly and working with the chakras, because when we are able to ground ourselves, we're able to expand. And a lot of the times in life, what we're constantly doing is grounding and expanding. I had another friend who's going through a new situation in life that's very exciting, but it's also very nerve-wracking because she doesn't understand a lot of the new things that are coming about with this. She's having to make phone calls and do communication and stand in her power and advocate for herself. And she's also learning how to stay grounded so that she doesn't get into reactive mode, because it's really easy when we're not grounded and we're anxious and we can feel that circuit misfiring and all that energy is going around. It's really easy to be a little bit, well, I don't know what to do and I don't know, you know, and it gets to be a lot for whoever you're communicating with. So when we're able to communicate from our self-power in a grounded way, grounded communicating, I'll tell you in a second about the bowls, we're able to actually flow and we're able to create that circuitry and we're able to expand so that we can hold more power, we can hold more greatness. Because a lot of the times, and I think we're all noticing, life isn't getting easier. Like things will come that are easy, but we need to expand our capacity to be able to hold things. And what we're doing is we're creating the nervous system to be able to hold the capacity for more, because as you get greater, there's going to be more things coming up. Let's say you want to buy a house. Okay, that sounds really exciting, but then you might start writing stories about all the things that you're nervous about, like, oh my God, that means there's going to be extra repairs. That means I might be able to have to spend extra money. Like, you can write a story that can make yourself have a lot of anxiety, or you can ground yourself and you can decide to tune into the excitement and realize that it's two sides of the same coin. It's the same energy. When you're anxious about something, you're probably pretty excited about it too. You're probably expanding, and that feeling of anxiousness is actually the feeling of expansion. You're expanding bigger than your body to be able to hold more capacity for the things that are coming for you, the things that you want, and the things that you're manifesting, which again is your throat chakra, your manifesting chakra. So I just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little story that I know a lot of you guys can probably relate with. Especially right now, I feel like we're all really grounding and expanding, and I think that's really, really important for everything that we're going through. So I also wanted to take the time then to introduce the bowls. As you know, these Crystal Alchemy sound bowls are absolute magic, and the way that they make them is with different minerals and crystals and gemstones, and so they're very powerful. And like I said, I always open a Reiki tube before we enter the session so that this energy is really flowing to you guys. And energy is everything, so whether you're watching the live or the replay, that energy is flowing to you, and the bowls have all been infused with Reiki, so you're also getting that Reiki healing energy, which is absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the bowls today. So we are playing in the key of C, which is grounding your root chakra. Okay, so C is going to be your physical body and your belonging, all right? And so I explained these the last time, but I'm going to explain them again just in case you weren't here. A lot of the bowls that I have also have platinum in them, and I'll explain platinum a little bit at the end. So this bowl right here is Imperial Topaz Aqua Aura. So Imperial Topaz tunes our desires and creativity with an expansive clearing of the emotional body. It increases life force presence for manifesting one's pure intentions. This right here is a middle C. This is malachite, a protector of children and a supporting stone of balance in relationships, accessing our inner person and reflects what is there, reminding us to fully know and guide our own journey. This little bowl right here, a very amazing bowl. So this is a high C, and the high C is your life purpose, and it's also accepting of all your gifts and all your challenges. A lot of the times the challenges show us our gifts. They help us create things, Without the challenges, we don't got anything to do. We just, we have to grow and expand. So this, your life purpose, and acceptance of all gifts and challenges. So this is a special little bowl right here. This bowl has Mount Shasta serpentine, which is the ambassador of the mystical properties of the Mount Shasta vortex. It keeps you grounded in grace during our journey of loving transformation. It also has Sedona red rock, which is sandstone blended from a triad of Sedona's vortexes. This bowl initiates and accelerates your consciousness, and there's also some platinum in there. All right, so now let me introduce the new bowls to you guys. So this one right here, I really love this bowl. This is Great Salt Lake Violet Flame. So what Great Salt Lake does is it eases grief, loss, and depression. It's an alchemy of great cleansing, detoxification, and renewal, and it resonates with the comforting energies of the Divine Mother. Violet Flame Aura is a master teacher which gives a flame of protection and access to deeper realms of understanding. It transmutes negative energy and helps see through illusions, especially those that do not serve our highest good. All right, this is a big grounding E, so this is grounding you in your personal power. Isn't that freaking cool? Okay, so then we have Dead Sea Salt, Androgynous Indium. Also cleansing and detoxifying, it's a grounding transmuter and it helps with physical healing, aiding in self-healing and activates super energy from within. And then the androgynous indium radiates the light of ascension, I am one, and integrates the fullness of our masculine and feminine duality. Alrighty, and then over here, another bowl that I really love, labradorite with platinum. So labradorite facilitates the transformation of intuition and intellectual thought. It expands our psychic abilities as it strengthens our auric field and facilitates communication with our highest self, while platinum relieves stress, diminishes depression, and aligns the intuitive and emotional body. So we have 3 bowls that have platinum in it today. And this little beauty up front is Pink Ocean Gold, a soft and nurturing embrace of our love source with the strength and access to wisdom, grace, and healing. So we have another beautiful set, and so we're going to be expanding and grounding. Here we have grounding, so physical body, our belonging. E is our mental body and our personal power. And G, our communication, our manifesting, and ease. So absolutely beautiful, and you can kind of see how this set really kind of follows the theme of what I saw coming up with myself and other people around me. We're grounding in our personal power so that we can communicate easily and manifest what we want and what we need. So once again today we're going to be working with a lot of embodiment. So I want you guys to work on taking to the body. Maybe think of something that maybe you felt a little bit triggered on. It's okay to not be okay too, guys. Like, I want to let you know you gotta have what you're having in order to work things out. It's totally okay to not feel okay sometimes. We're not going to be 100% all the time. It's the way that you show up when you're not 100% that makes a difference, and the way that you show up for yourself. And so you got to have what you're having and release that energy. But what I want you guys to get good at is while you're having what you're having is embodying it. asking yourself, okay, where do I feel this? Is it in my heart? Is it in my stomach? Is it like right below my ribs? Am I feeling it in my head? I want you guys to get really good at taking it to the body and seeing where you feel things. So take a moment right now to take a nice deep breath into the belly, then the upper lobes of the lungs, and see how you're feeling. Seeing if you feel a charge anywhere, anything coming up for you. Just take it to the body. Maybe you can't feel anything. Go where your mind first goes. Put your hand there. Where are we feeling it? I want to get you guys into that beautiful central channel breathing. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in from 2 feet above. Slowly, slowly into the belly. Filling the belly and then the upper lobes of the lungs. And then exhaling, slowly, slowly, 2 feet below. When you're ready, inhaling back up from 2 feet below. Follow it like you're in an elevator shaft going up your channel. Breathing into the belly, full big belly breath, then the upper lobes of the lungs, expanding. And slowly, slowly exhaling out from your heart, your throat, your third eye, and 2 feet above you. And as you exhale, really push that belly button into the spine. Feel all the breath exhale. So I want you guys to continue breathing in that channel, 2 feet above and 2 feet below, meeting in the belly, as much as you can throughout this session, because this is what really carves out that central channel. And as you're breathing, take it to the body, find that space, and give it a little hug with the muscles. Really take that breath into that space. Feel yourself expanding. Feel the pressure of that little hug that you're giving it. And then slowly exhale. So continue breathing into that space. And if you were feeling a little nervous or anxious about something, I want you to start thinking about a time when you felt excited instead. Or maybe there's a venture coming up that you're like, get excited about it. And I want you to bring that excitement into that space that you're feeling. Bring that excitement in. Breathe the excitement into that space as you feel the expansion. Think about the things that are happening for you, how things are going to work out. Think of the best case scenario and breathe that into the space that you felt a little tension into earlier. We're reprogramming the nervous system to realize that that expansive feeling is a good feeling. touching